Hey, Baza YouTube, what's up everybody? Have for you guys today a pretty fun, close OU Wi-Fi battle. Before I get into that, I just want to quickly apologize to you guys for not uploading yesterday. Long story short, I was legitimately gone from my house from like 10 a.m. to like midnight. So yeah, I was not around to be able to record for you guys. But I do have for y'all today a Wi-Fi battle against Astradon that I got off of my Discord. Of course, if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure to hammer arm that like button down below to answer the correct question of the day this time. I realized I accidentally put the same one back to back because I forgot to save the PSD on Photoshop and it didn't update on the actual place where I edit my videos. So yeah, my bad on that one. So going into this battle, I'm using this kind of old choice banded Hoopa team, as Astradon honestly has a very scary team. Like, I really feel that she had team matchup going into this game because she's got a lot of offensive threats in Mega Lopunny, in Mimikyu. The Garchomp could also be a slight problem, and then Rotom Wash could be very annoying depending on the set, and then also Keldeo could be a humongous issue if I lose my Tapu Bulu. So I'm going to be leading off with my Hoopa in hopes that she would end up leading off with her Rotom, thinking I would lead off with my Landorus, but she ends up leading off directly with her Mega Lopunny, and that is slightly annoying because I have to switch directly into my Landorus here. Unfortunately, this Landorus is not a defensive Rocky Helmet set, it is an offensive Flynium Z set. So after this fake out, I think Ice Punch does actually have a good chance to just knock me out, so I have to switch out here and hope that she doesn't expect that, as I do switch into my Mawile expecting her to just want to go for the safe Ice Punch, as she does do so. Luckily no freeze, which means this next turn I will be able to Mega Evolve, go for the Play Rough, and either destroy the Mega Lopunny or absolutely blow something back. And it does kind of suck that I didn't have Intimidate on this Mawile, because getting off that -2 attack would have been really nice, but I was still able to live at least one high jump kick if she did want to go for it. But she does end up making the safe play into her Rotom Wash here, which still takes a solid like 70-75% from that Play Rough. But because Mega Mawile is so slow, I really do not want to risk her going for the Will-O-Wisp, so I'm gonna make the safe switch directly on out here into my Magearna, because nothing on this team besides Magearna wants to get burned, which is why this Rotom Wash was honestly just such a problem. Like, nothing on this team wants to get burned outside of Magearna. As she ends up missing the Hydro Pump there, I will be able to go for the Volt Switch here and get off a little bit of chip damage. I thought that maybe she would want to switch out here, just wanting to preserve the Rotom Wash, but the fact that she stayed in allows me to then bring in my Hoopa. And honestly, this Rotom Wash is the only thing my Hoopa even outspeeds on her team, so I really have no other option but to just go straight for an Adamant choice banded Hyperspace Fury and claim my kill here, as down goes the Rotom Wash. This is excellent because now I no longer have to worry about it, and now I can see what she's going to want to bring in against me, as in comes the Keldeo. If she doesn't go for the Sacred Sword and turns out to be Scarfed and goes for the Scald, I can definitely live 2. I think I could actually take 2 Hydro Pumps as well if she was Scarfed. Oh, or she would have missed if I got a little lucky there. But since that Scald is a clean 2A KO on my Hoopa Unbound, I know for a fact that this thing is choice specs. There is no way a Scarf Keldeo would have come anywhere close to 2A KOing Hoopa Unbound with the Scald. So I am going to lose my Hoopa Unbound here, as this is not entirely too bad because, again, Hoopa really didn't do anything else outside of knocking out the Rotom Wash there. And I'm not sure why my recording froze there for a second. I apologize about that, but I will be able to bring in my Tapu Bulu here, and I was really hoping that I had Wood Hammer on this set. Like, I really wish I had Wood Hammer is what I'm trying to say, because look at how much damage this Horn Leech does. If I had Wood Hammer, this Garchomp would have been straight O-code. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Garchomp would have just gone down. So, unfortunately, I do not want to risk her having the Poison Jab on this Garchomp and potentially just straight OHKOing my Tapu Bulu. So I'm gonna make the safe switch on out here into my Landorus, because even if she doesn't go for the Poison Jab, I should still be able to live any physical move she wants to go for after the Intimidate anyways. So I will be able to chew up these Iron Heads like they're nothing, and I can take this chance to get on my stealth rocks. I guess in hindsight, what I also could have potentially done was gone straight for the Flynium Z and just guaranteed an Oko on this Garchomp. I think that might have actually been my better play, but at least by getting up rocks, I can start getting that chip damage on the rest of her team, making it a little bit easier for my Mons to just pick her off. So I'm expecting her to be locked into Iron Head at this point because she has not switched up moves at all, and this will allow me to bring in my Greninja here because I am still a water type. I will be able to resist the Iron Head because I myself am Scarf, will be able to outspeed her and in return knock her out with the Hydro Pump, because so long as she stayed below 50% HP, I guaranteed the KO with Hydro Pump, and at that point I just had to worry about hitting, which thankfully I'm able to connect with the Hydro Pump as down goes the Garchomp. Unfortunately though, at this point she can get a free switch into one of her other scary offensive Mons, which this time is going to be the Kartana. Now even though Kartana has a base special defense of 31, I cannot knock her out with a Scarfed Hydro Pump, so I have to switch out here. And unfortunately, at this low amount of HP, my Landorus is just really here to be death fodder. Like, it would have been nice to save the Intimidate for the Mega Lopunny, but I can still get the Intimidate off on this Kartana and then potentially revenge kill it with one of my other Mons, as I will be able to bring in my Mega Mawile here, and I should be able to live a non-boosted Smart Strike too if she had that. As she actually ends up going for the Sacred Sword, I will be able to get off a huge amount of damage with the knockoff, as then the following turn I can pick her off with the Sucker Punch if she does not expect me to go for it. As down goes the Kartana, this is now one less offensive threat I have to deal with, and now the Mega Lopunny and this Mimikyu are really like the only things that can cause me some trouble so far in this battle. So I am just gonna go straight for the knockoff because this is gonna be her best chance to try and go for the Swords Dance if she did have some type of boosting move. Plus, if she did expect me to Sucker Punch, she wouldn't have gone for the offensive move that turn, or she would have tried to go for the Shadow Sneak, in which case I would have been able to take the hit since it wasn't boosted and then still go for the knockoff and break her disguise. As I end up knocking off the Life Orb, she's going to finish me off here with the Shadow Sneak. This is fine though because I will be able to bring in my Magearna. Even if this is an adamant Mimikyu, I can still safely live a +2 Shadow Claw because I was able to knock off the Life Orb unless she gets a crit, and that's really bad because now I have to bring in Tapu Bulu. Like, there's no move that this Greninja has that can straight knock out the Mimikyu after Stealth Rock's damage, which means my Tapu Bulu has to take an unnecessary hit, and this sucks because if I had been able to knock out the Mimikyu with my Magearna, I would have been able to sack off Magearna to her then Keldeo or to her Lopunny and had kept my Bulu at max or at maximum HP to then live a guaranteed hit from the Keldeo or the Mega Lopunny. So in comes the Keldeo, and I guess I could have honestly switched out here into my Greninja, but even if I had done that, I don't really think it would have been that beneficial to me because my Greninja is still taking unnecessary damage from the Keldeo, and then it's putting me closer into range of where 2 fake outs from Mega Lopunny is gonna knock me out anyways, and that would have been really bad. So at this point, I still have a small chance to win. Like, my best hopes of winning at this point are to crit with Hydro Pump, which as you can see I don't end up critting, and because of this Icy Wind, I am going to be losing my +1 speed from my Choice Scarf, which means now I don't even outspeed the Mega Lopunny. So yeah, there's not really anything I can do unless for some reason she goes for Fake Out, then she accidentally misclicks on Fake Out again, or by some odd reason she gets struck by lightning and she times out and she doesn't end up randomly landing on return or high jump kick, or if she misses high jump kick, then those are really the only ways at this point I can win. So yeah, unfortunately Fake Out is going to be doing enough damage to the point where return is 100% guaranteed to knock me out, and that is going to be the victory in Astradon's favor. So yeah, look at that, I posted 2 losses back to back. Now nobody can say I only post the wins. Just if they say that, just show them these battles and be like, oh well, it's not true. So yeah, good fun game to Astradon. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to hammer arm that like button down below. Also, make sure to answer the question of the day. And as I said, my answer is personally Victini. I really did wish 15 got its own Z move. I think that would be actually pretty awesome. But then again, I guess it does have a signature move in the V crate, so maybe like an extra Z move would be just a little bit overkill. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think or what your answer is in the comment section below. So with that being said, I'll see you all later today with the GBA D-League Week 17 builder, and then tomorrow with the actual D-League match. So yeah, later everybody.
No matter where you're at, I'm not here to make friends, it's time to attack and deplete your HP with a final smash. Don't make me turn around and pull a 6ftHax. 6ftHax, hacks. Yeah. 6'6" hacks, hacks. Yeah. 6'6" hacks, hacks.